What's good, BP athletes, and thank you guys for tuning in for another Building Physiques exclusive video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about, should you train till failure? So, should you train till failure? Before I jump into that, we have to answer the question, what is failure? Basically, failure is the body's inability to perform a certain exercise. Now, failure is a great exercise tool to add into your workout routine because it trains your mind to be like, well, if I can't do a certain rep range I'm aiming for, I'm just gonna go until I drop. And that's the reason why I say, yes, you should train till failure. A lot of times when we work out, we always go for strength training, like 4 to 6, hypertrophy, 8 to 12, and 15 and up is like, I wanna burn. So we automatically program our minds to say, I want to go for a certain rep range. When it comes to failure, you just go until you drop. You go until maybe you might get 20, maybe you might get 35, maybe you might get 5, but in your mind, you're trying to train your mental mind, because a lot of times as athletes, when you're first starting out, you're going for a rep range, but when you go and train for competitions, whether that be a show, some type of athletic performance, whatever, you want to go until you drop because you're trying to conquer your mental mind. The sooner you conquer your mental mind, the sooner your physical body will just follow in shape. It will just follow that pattern because you're mentally strong now. On the other side of the spectrum, I'm going to say no, because a lot of times there are many people who try to go into a failure or until they drop and they have terrible form. I'm talking like to the point where they're going to injure themselves. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples on how to prevent those injuries from coming. Now, the first exercise we're going to jump into is squats. Squats is one of the first exercise that you learn when you begin building a workout routine. So with squats, I always start with my feet just outside shoulder width apart. My toes are pointing outwards just because I don't want to strain my knees as I go down. So you come down in squat position, make sure you have good form. Come down, squat, and just like that. So when you go down though, the key thing is you maintain your back is straight, your chest is big, and you're squeezing your glutes as you come up. Because squeezing your glutes is going to have you have proper squatting form because it's going to keep everything straight and everything strong. So come down, squeeze, come down, and squeeze. And when you come down, you want to make sure you maintain a 90-degree angle inside your legs, just like that. So a lot of times when people first get into squats, sometimes they have bad form. So they either compromise their back by leaning forward like this, because it might be too much weight, or they're just not used to the squat. They don't go parallel, they go like this because it's just same thing. Too much weight or just not used to the movement. And another thing that they do is their knees kind of buckle. And that's why it's so critical for you to point your toes outward and squeeze your glutes, because it makes sure that your knees don't go buckling like this. So you want to come like that, boom, squeeze it up. So that's when it comes to squats, that's how you maintain good form. So going into a failure with squats is pretty much, it's a good thing because it's going to give you the burn that you want. Just make sure you maintain proper form. So another exercise we're going to get into pull-ups, because pull-ups is the bread and butter of calisthenics. With pull-ups, you want to make sure that whether you go narrow or just outside shoulder width apart, wide, or even close grip, always maintain proper form. And how do you do a proper pull-up? Full range of motion, you pull up, chin over the bar, come back down. A lot of times with pull-ups, we always train to a failure, or when I first got started in pull-ups, I would do like 10 pull-ups, thinking I was really strong, but I was like, you know what, let me go into a failure. And that's what really brought my strength up, just going to a failure, on top of doing weighted pull-ups as well. So a lot of compromises I see in form when it comes to pull-ups is, people will pull up, they don't go over the bar, or they go like this. You don't get the full range of motion. You want full range of motion because you want to show that you have control over the movement. Last but not least, push-ups. You see a lot of times people do push-ups the wrong way because they just don't have proper form. So when it comes to push-ups, I always teach a hollow body position push-up. So with the push-up, hollow out your back, toes, feet together, hands just outside shoulder width or just directly over your shoulders. You come down 90 degrees. and you want to maintain proper form with push-ups. A lot of times with push-ups, where I see people go wrong is they'll have this little kink in their back, the lower back, and they go like this. That indicates to me that you don't have the strength for it yet. Or they'll go like this. That's another strong indicator. And this is a very minor indicator right here, is with when people do push-ups like this, they're going parallel, but the crown of their head is touching the mat. That's another minor indicator that you're not strong enough to perform a proper push-up. I'm sorry. So with the push-up, again, hollow out your back, and I bring my chin to the ground. Thank you, BP athletes, for tuning in for another exclusive video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share. Most importantly, smash that subscribe button. Don't forget about that. You can also follow me on my Instagram, on my Facebook page, Building Physiques. We're taking over the world. Peace out, baby.